Hi and welcome to HMS Tech Talks. Today we're going to revisit the aspect of security and look at it a little bit more from a device manufacturer's point of view and what you need to think of as a device manufacturer from a security standpoint. And with me to discuss that today we have Christian Bergdahl, who has coincidentally just written a paper on security for industrial devices. So first of all, welcome Christian.
Thank you very much.
Why should anyone read this paper?
Well, I think security in general in our business is becoming an increasingly important factor. We have tried to pour in our knowledge over the years within industrial communication, including also security. So I would say any vendor or device maker, or for that matter also user of products that communicate, can read this one and find it interesting.
Right. Because it is a very hot topic. I mean, in our home and our office device, we've been aware of security for a long time. We've been struggling with the antivirus software and so on. And a security breach in your home network is not fun, but it's not the end of the world. But when it comes to industrial devices, there are other ramifications. What are the risks that can happen if an industrial device is subject to a security breach?
Well, I think it's a very good comparison to compare your own home network. But once you're in an industrial area, installations or devices or systems like, take for example a robot or a water treatment facility or an infrastructure installation, here it becomes actually physical, and it can cause really bad damage and people can get killed.
Could you give any examples of security breaches where industrial networks or industrial devices have been breached?
There has actually been many over the years, some of them not open and known actually. The most famous one is probably Stuxnet, that is almost 10 years old, where an open network was hacked in the process of the attack. Another famous one is the Ukrainian power grid attack a number of years ago. But just recently this spring, several paper mills in Canada were attacked and actually damaged in the process.
So these are things that are happening right now and have been happening for quite some time.
Yes.
So it's something you need to think about as a device manufacturer for industrial devices. And you have to make a lot of choices when it comes to security. There are different kinds of standards. There's OPC UA, there's MQTT. What are the things you need to think of when you're designing an industrial device from a security point of view?
Well, I think as mentioned in the beginning, if you have a product that is using an IT network, like you say, MQTT or OPC UA, then you automatically expose your product to the outside world or to the internet, and then you need to consider security measures and security features in your product.
Right. So isn't the obvious answer then to not expose your product, to stay off the grid, to maybe not even connect it to a factory network?
That is a very good solution, and many do that, but security isn't that easy. One of the important things to understand, one of the biggest reasons we have security breaches is actually the human factor or the human error. Which means that if you have a service technician coming into your factory, changing a configuration, but hooking up to the network, that is a security risk in itself. Everybody knows that a USB memory put into the wrong place with a wrong program is also a security risk. So it's not limited to installations and networks only.
Right. So it's still something you need to think about, even though you're not connected.
Yeah.
But is it really the responsibility of me as a device manufacturer to take responsibility for the factory security environment?
Well, the quick answer is no. That it can never be the device maker's responsibility for the whole installation or the whole factory. But big factories today consist of different devices, could be hundreds of them. If you want to stay competitive in an international environment, well, then you need to comply with the security requirements that the end users simply put up.
Right.
So that makes it the device maker's challenge, so to say.
Okay. Let's talk a little bit about HMS and what it is that we do in the security area. How does HMS products help device manufacturers to become more secure?
Well, I would say we have been for many years in this business. One of the most important things that we give to our customers is the connectivity. We have always connected our customers' products or devices to bigger systems. The last few years, or for quite a few years, security has come into the picture to a bigger extent. But our business concept is still the same. We provide the communication, and in today's world, we also make sure it's secure. So from the communication perspective, we solve our customers' problems.
Right. Could you give any concrete examples of the technologies and the standards we're working with?
Yes, well, from a product perspective, we actually include more and more security features. It could be anything from a secure boot to encrypted communication or things like that. But I think our commitment goes a little bit beyond that. We take active part in the main user organizations' work to improve specifications around security. We're also right now in the process of certifying our product development process or product offering process in order to simply be certified to design secure products in a secure way.
Thanks very much for coming and talking to us, Christian.
Thank you very much.
If you want to download this white paper, it's available on our websites, anybus.com or hmsnetworks.com. Thanks very much for listening.